The name's Ray Ray, and today I am back with some new reaction video. Today we are going to be reacting to 20 WWE Dream matches that only happened once, and of course every wrestling fan has their dream match, the match that they would love to see. Mine is like CM Punk versus Stone Cold, the Rock versus Shawn Michaels. Like those dream matches are amazing. Shawn Michaels versus AJ Styles. Anyways, yeah, these are the dream matches that only happened once, rarely once, and we probably didn't even know what happened. Some of them, I might not even know what happened. So let's check this out. Oh, I forgot. This video is by Wrestling Flashback. We've been checking out his videos. This video is great. His videos are great. Go subscribe to him. Check out his channel. Subscribe, like, comment. Go check him out. He does great videos. And, like, comment, subscribe over here too, And let's get to it. Let me stop yapping. Let me get to it.
1, 2, is this on?
Check him out.
Professional wrestling matchups between wrestlers can range from epic long-running feuds to one-off encounters that leave a lasting impression. While recurring rivalries often dominate the storylines, some of the most intriguing and memorable moments in wrestling history come from those rare single showdown encounters. Whether it's a clash of legendary wrestlers from different eras or a cross-promotional dream match. In this video, we explore some of the most notable and storied examples of these singular showdowns, highlighting the special magic that unfolds when two wrestlers step into the ring together for the first and only time. Today's video is sponsored by Raycon, the ultimate wireless earbuds that deliver premium sound without a premium price. Whether you're watching classic matches, listening to wrestling podcasts, or pumping up with your favorite entrance music, Raycon has got you covered. Raycon earbuds are super comfortable, have a long battery life, and most importantly, they sound amazing. I use them every day when I'm editing videos or just chilling with some old wrestling tunes. Without any units, you pair with 2 days order plus free shipbacks like never before. Now let's continue with today's video. The one-time encounter between Shawn Michaels and Hulk Hogan at SummerSlam 2005 stands out as one of the most unforgettable matches in professional wrestling history. This clash of legends brought together two of the biggest icons in the industry for a highly anticipated and unique showdown. The match took place on August 21st, 2005 and was the culmination of a short but intense storyline. At first, Shawn Michaels reportedly expressed a preference for a face versus face matchup rather than a heel versus face dynamic. However, the creative approach for their match ultimately led to Michaels becoming the villain, attacking Hogan in the...
Which was weird. I remember Shawn Michaels being the villain. I don't know. He pulled it off good. Shawn Michaels as a villain in 2005 was great. Like, Shawn Michaels is so good at being a villain. I'm stumbling my words. I'm sorry. He's so good at being a villain. That's how great Shawn was. He's good at making you boo him. As a kid, I didn't want to boo him. He was my favorite, so I didn't boo him. I remember as a kid. This was a kid. This was when I was a kid again. Don't judge me. Don't hate me. But as a kid, I was like, whenever I saw matches of Shawn Michaels in Canada on TV in Canada, and they would boo him, I would be like, "Get over it, Bret Hart. That was a long time ago." Now that I know better now. I know better. Okay. But yeah, I love Shawn Michaels so much, man.
Build up to their encounter. This decision, while creating significant buzz and anticipation for their clash, may not have aligned with Michaels' ideal vision for the storyline.
In my mind, I presented it to him as just a good guy versus good guy, and the thing where HBK was just like, man, I gotta know if I could beat the Immortal Hulk Hogan.
Leading up to the match, Michaels delivered one of the most...
I feel like it would have been good. I feel like that would have been good. Like, But you know how selfish Hulk Hogan is. So.
Memorable promos in WWE history.
Oh yeah.
Who's your daddy, Montreal?
The build-up was intense, blending reality and storyline elements, and
The
build-up was intense, blending
Oh my god, when Shawn Michaels was taunting Hulk Hogan, dressing up like him, oh my god, that was my favorite moment. Because I remember going to the computer every day, just reliving that moment. Laughing out loud, man. brother.
reality and storyline elements, and it promised a classic encounter between the Heartbreak Kid and the immortal Hulk Hogan. The match itself was a spectacle, with Michaels known for his show-stealing performances and Hogan bringing his iconic charisma and larger-than-life presence. Michaels' infamous overselling
part of a #1 movie in the world.
But also,
What you mean, like right now? Right now?
Yeah.
and also the fact that like they were trying to do 3 matches between them, but Hulk Hogan didn't want to do that, and pretty much said that doesn't work for me, brother, and just refused to lose to Shawn. It's like.
And Hogan's heroic comeback were the highlights of the bout, adding a layer of entertainment and controversy to the match. In the end, Hogan emerged victorious, defeating Michaels with his trademark leg drop. After their SummerSlam encounter, disagreements emerged between Hogan and Michaels concerning the trajectory of their feud and the possibility of a rematch. Originally, the plan involved a trilogy of matches, with Michaels securing a victory in one of the bouts to pave the way for a decision rubber match. Yet these intentions failed to materialize due to them not being on the same page creatively. Another match featuring Hogan was the match he had against Bret Hart. This unique encounter occurred on WC.
You're gonna see a lot of Hogan. I don't think we're gonna see a lot of Hogan here, but like saying the Hogan did that a lot. I'm assuming it happened here too.
W Monday Nitro on
He didn't want
September
to lose to
28,
him.
1998. The match itself didn't have a decisive conclusion, as it was interrupted by another wrestling icon, Sting. Hogan and Hart never faced each other in a singles match during their time in WWF, as they were often booked in separate storylines and feuds. The long
Oh yeah. These two don't like each other. These two don't like each other. Bret Hart has said he doesn't like Hulk Hogan. He's, like, I don't know if he said that, but like, yeah, like these two do not like each other. Bret Hart knows how selfish Hulk Hogan is. Have you seen WrestleMania 9? Like, my goodness, bro. Like, I would be pissed too. Like,
long-standing animosity between Hogan and
Yeah.
Hart prevented what could have been a legendary showdown at any event, despite
no. Well, Hogan prevented that.
both being active and capable performers in the
Like, listen, I respect Hulk Hogan for making for making wrestling what it is today. I respect Hulk Hogan for that, for making wrestling what it is today. I just personally do not like Hulk Hogan. I'm sorry, I just personally do not like Hulk Hogan.
90s, this dream match never materialized due to their personal feud. Rumors suggest that the feud between Hogan and Hart began early in their careers, with Hogan reportedly refusing to put over a young Bret Hart when he first entered WWF.
same.
Hogan says you're not in his league. I remember Vince telling me almost like he's trying to piss me off. He's refusing to put you over.
Hogan's refusal to work with Hart allegedly escalated to the point where he actively sabotaged Hart's career. At WrestleMania 9, Hogan walked out of the event as WWF champion when Bret Hart was actually booked to win the match.
Hogan was putting a lot of pressure on Vince to take the belt, take it off me and put it on him.
And after this event, Hart confronted Hogan about not dropping the belt to him. According to accounts, Hogan mentioned striking a deal with McMahon and claimed that dropping the belt to Hart was not part of this agreement. This incident contributed to the escalated tension between the two wrestling icons and fueled the animosity that persisted throughout their careers. While they both briefly worked together in WCW, the opportunity for a significant rematch between them never arose. The idea of The Undertaker vs. Sting is one of the most talked
You wonder why nobody likes Hulk Hogan that much. Wonder why. This match, this dream match, this is the dream match of all dream matches, I believe. Like, everybody wanted to see this. Undertaker versus Sting. The soul of each of their companies. Undertaker being the soul of WWE, Sting being the heart of WCW. Like, ugh, these two. This is a dream match that should have happened back in I think 2015. I think, yeah, but it never happened.
about dream matches in the history of professional wrestling, but what if we told you that that match actually happened?
Really?
The match took place before both wrestlers had fully developed into the legendary personas they're known for today. Sting was already on the rise while Mark Calloway was still finding his footing in the wrestling world. The match took place in 1990 during an episode of WCW, where they competed for the NWA World Heavyweight title. Sting emerged victorious in this encounter, making Mark Callis tap out. Less than 3 months after this match, Mark Callis left WCW and joined the WWF, where he was
I did not
repackaged
know
as
that.
The Undertaker, becoming one of the most
That's interesting. I did not know that. That's pretty cool.
iconic and enduring characters in wrestling history. Meanwhile, Sting continued to climb the ranks in WCW, becoming one of its biggest stars. While there were subsequent opportunities for Sting and The Undertaker to finally
They
face each
missed
other
this opportunity, man. They missed it.
in WWE, unfortunately, the match never came to fruition.
It was never going to happen. Never. So annoying, man. Like, they had a big opportunity to do that, and I understand Sting and Undertaker at that time were like really old. They were older. They were old. They were not as like athletic or as like, you know, movable as they were back then. But it's like, come on. I feel like the moment itself, for example, Rock and Hogan, that wasn't Rock and Hogan at WrestleMania 18 wasn't that good of a match, but it was the moment, the fact that Hogan and Rock were wrestling. It was that moment that made that match so great. Just knowing Rock and Hogan were like going at it, despite how the match went. You know, I feel like that would have happened with these two. I don't know. I feel like that would have happened with these two. Like, just have them do some like simple moves, like their usual simple moves, and people would still pop and be excited because it's Undertaker and Sting. Like, I guess, but they didn't do it.
Despite the ongoing desire from fans to witness the epic encounter, various factors prevented it from happening. Sting's arrival in WWE in 2014 sparked renewed speculation about a potential clash with The Undertaker. However, Sting's initial feud was with Triple H, leading to a match at WrestleMania 31. Sting revealed...
I love Triple H. Is one of my favorites, but that was a missed opportunity, and he should have put over Sting at that Mania. Like, how? Why? It was his first WWE match. It was his first match in the WWE. He was a legend in wrestling in general. It's like, come on.
Revealed that he wanted the match with The Undertaker to be his grand send-off before his TNA contract expired in January 2014. He even reached out to Paul Levesque and Vince McMahon about it. Although McMahon was reportedly interested, The Undertaker was already booked to face Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania 30. According to Sting, this was the only time he actively pursued the idea of a match with The Undertaker. The Undertaker later mentioned that he preferred not to have a match with Sting because he felt his physical condition wasn't ideal for such an encounter. He believed it would be more disappointing to have the match under subpar conditions than to never have it at all.
The match would have been good, but I don't think it would have lived up to the expectations that people have for it.
The eagerly awaited encounter between Sting and The Undertaker remained out of reach, leaving fans...
I mean, I guess so, yeah. It wouldn't have been, it would not have been, as good as it could have been, you know, but you know what I'm saying, like, it's just the fact that Undertaker and Sting are in the same ring. They should have at least done a segment in that year, in 2015. They should have at least done a segment or something. I don't know.
To wonder what if for years to come. In March 1993, Glenn Jacobs, known later as Kane, made a one-off appearance with WCW under the ring name Bruiser Mastino. During this appearance, he faced and lost to Sting. It's incredible to realize that Sting actually faced the Brothers of Destruction, leaving fans wishing it had happened years later when all of them were at their peaks. A match between Prime Kane and Sting would be a dream showdown for wrestling fans. The storyline leading up to the match would also be compelling, possibly involving mind games and psychological warfare. The outcome could go either way, but regardless of the winner, it would have been a memorable clash between two icons of the business. SummerSlam 2013 stands out in wrestling history as one of the greatest editions of the event, largely due to its focus on two main event level matches. Among these, Brock Lesnar vs CM Punk captured the audience's attention with its intense, brutal nature and the underlying themes of personal betrayal and the quest for redemption. The narrative preceding the match was charged with emotion. CM Punk had recently severed ties with his longtime manager and confidant Paul Heyman. Feeling deeply betrayed, Punk harbored a desire for retaliation against Heyman, who countered by enlisting his most formidable client, Brock Lesnar, to confront Punk. After the impending clash between the Best and the Beast approached, CM Punk entered the arena with a twofold mission in mind. His goals were not only to showcase his prowess in defeating Brock Lesnar, but also to exact vengeance upon Heyman for his betrayal. This match stood out as one of the best matches in WWE's recent history, showcasing a clash of styles, personas, wrestling philosophies, and the chemistry.
And I will say, at this time, especially Brock Lesnar at this time, I'm surprised he actually did a good match with CM Punk. I'm surprised he actually like worked with CM Punk to actually have a good match. No offense to Brock, I like Brock, but there are times where, like, you know, he doesn't feel like doing nothing. Like, there are times where he just feels like, okay, let's just do suplexes and stuff. But I'm surprised. I'm assuming it's because CM Punk is Paul Heyman's friend. You know what I mean? So it's like Paul Heyman, CM Punk are, you know, friends, and so like Brock Lesnar wanted to respect Paul Heyman. So I'm assuming that's why.
Between the two wrestlers, which sadly we never got to see again. Rob Van Dam and Rey Mysterio are two of the most...
I mean, Brock versus Punk, that was good for one night. That was good. I mean, yeah, it would have been awesome to have like a type of trilogy rivalry. That would have been awesome. They could have definitely done it. But I mean, it was still good, even though it was one time, and it was at SummerSlam. It wasn't like in a blow away show or anything.
Innovative performers in professional wrestling history.
Oh,
Both
yeah.
are known for their aerial abilities and unique in-ring styles. Despite their long and illustrious careers, they faced each other in a notable singles match only once on
saw this,
WWE television. The match took place on June 7, 2006, in a distinctive event highlighting the ECW roster against WWE superstars. RVD represented ECW, while Rey Mysterio represented WWE. Mysterio held the World Heavyweight Championship at the time, but the match was not contested for the title. This contest was a rare occurrence as both wrestlers were babyfaces, and had previously teamed up frequently on SmackDown in 2004, even winning the tag team championships together. Their chemistry as a tag team was exceptional, and we never doubted a match between Mysterio and Van Dam would be an
Yeah, this would have been awesome. I've seen this match. It was good. Seen this match, and I think it was really short as well. I think it was a short match, but imagine like imagine a good length, like I don't know, 20 minutes of Rob Van Dam and Rey Mysterio going at it in the ring. That would have been amazing. I would have loved that. Like when I was a kid, I loved Rey Mysterio and I loved Rob Van Dam. That would have been awesome. That would have been awesome. That would have been awesome. Like just 20 minutes or 25 minutes, whatever. 20 minutes. 20 minutes of those two just wrestling. It would have been awesome.
exception. Their match on
I'm
Raw was a
surprised-
no disqualification
I'm surprised they never wrestled in SmackDown when they were in the same brand that 1 year.
match, with RVD emerging victorious after hitting Mysterio with a 5-star frog splash. After the match, they both shook hands as a sign of mutual respect. On June 13, 2005, during the WWE draft, all WWE fans along with Triple H and Ric Flair were eagerly awaiting the next draft pick, which turned out to be none other than Kurt Angle, who was traded from SmackDown to Raw. In that very moment, he requested to have a match against the World Heavyweight Champion Batista, in which Batista accepted. It marked only the second time that Angle and Batista were on the same show. Back in 2002, both were part of SmackDown, but Batista was just starting his WWE career, accompanying Reverend Devon to the ring in his matches. During this period, Angle and Batista never crossed paths. The much anticipated match between Angle and Batista was set for June 20th, 2005. However, the match only lasted 2 minutes as Triple H and Ric Flair intervened, attacking
2 minutes?
Batista. Shawn
Damn.
Michaels came to Batista's aid, leading to Eric Bischoff making a dream tag team match. Angle and Triple H versus Batista and Michaels. This was the first
Yeah, damn. That's a dream tag team match. But I think Batista and Kurt Angle would have been a good match too. I think they would have been a good
and
match.
only time Batista and Angle faced each other in the ring, since Batista was drafted to SmackDown 2 weeks later. Eventually, Angle's contract with WWE expired and he joined TNA. Daniel Bryan's journey to WrestleMania 30 was filled with obstacles created by the Authority, mainly Triple H and Stephanie McMahon, who consistently undermined his attempts to become WWE's top star.
Why can't you just accept your failure?
They portrayed corporate figures who believed Bryan was unworthy of being the face of
This is one of the best stories, man.
WWE.
Your reality is...
Like WWE likes to think that they planned this all along. The Daniel Bryan winning titles, they planned it all along. It wasn't planned. They definitely didn't plan it. But it worked out well. It worked out well by just listening to the fans at that time. It worked out wonderful, and this is already one of the greatest stories in wrestling.
You're a
Because of
B-plus player.
During the Occupy Raw segment, Bryan demanded a match against Triple H at WrestleMania 30, with the stipulation that if he won, he would be added to the WWE World Heavyweight Championship main event that night. Triple H initially mocked and dismissed Bryan's challenge, but the crowd's loud support for Bryan eventually led the game to accept the challenge in a heated exchange, vowing to end the Yes movement. WWE confirmed the match, setting the stage for one of WrestleMania 30's most anticipated encounters. The winner would join the WWE World Heavyweight Championship match against Randy Orton and Batista later that night. On the night, Bryan emerged victorious in his only match against Triple H, leading to an unforgettable moment in wrestling history. After Daniel Bryan's historic victory at WrestleMania 30, Triple H, Batista, and Orton attempted to seize the championship from Bryan the following night, but the Shield backed him up and prevented this. This conflict laid out the foundation for a heated rivalry between the Shield and Evolution. The mounting tension between the two factions kept up during an episode of Raw on May 12, 2014, where Batista and Roman Reigns engaged in a match. However, the bout was disrupted by both factions, leading to a chaotic altercation with no winner. Batista was nearing the end of his wrestling career that same year, while Reigns was
That wave, my God.
was ascending to greater heights. It's not hard to think about a fantasy match between them for the WWE Championship. However, unfortunately, with Batista absent, this couldn't happen. Edge and Sheamus had been in the WWE Championship.
These two. Yeah, this would have been an interesting match. It would have.
However, unfortunately, with Batista absent, this couldn't happen. Edge and Sheamus had been in the wrestling industry for several years without ever facing each other in a singles match. However, they did share the ring on multiple occasions between 2009 and 2011. In 2010, both were part of a high-octane fatal four-way match where John Cena defended his WWE Championship against Sheamus, Edge, and Randy Orton. They had several confrontational segments that year where Sheamus and Edge actually attacked each other. Edge's retirement in 2011 potentially prevented a long-term rivalry between him and Sheamus. However, Edge finally challenged Sheamus to a singles match after his return on an episode of SmackDown on August 11, 2023, marking their first one-on-one encounter in their illustrious careers.
Yeah, this was Edge's last match in WWE before he went to AEW, and yeah, this match was good. I think I remember watching. Yeah.
Match held symbolic significance as Edge emerged victorious, marking the end of his tenure with WWE. In yet another unusual encounter between two babyfaces, John Cena and Jeff Hardy found themselves facing off in the ring. Before their clash, Cena and Hardy shared the ring together as they teamed up as tag partners on a few occasions in 2006 and 2008. However, in the lead up to this showdown, Jeff Hardy displayed his strength by overcoming the challenge of the Samoan bulldozer Umaga in a Falls Count Anywhere match just one day prior. During the segment on
There's a reason why they did that match, because Jeff Hardy was so over from 2008 to 2009. I think this was 2008, right? Yeah, this is 2008. 2008 to 2009, Jeff Hardy was so over, bro. He was almost as over as John Cena. Like, it was crazy. And I'm not surprised they did this match.
Raw on June 2nd, 2008, Hardy issued the challenge to Cena for their match.
For the first time ever, Jeff Hardy versus John Cena.
The stakes were high as the winner of their match would earn the opportunity to challenge Triple H for the WWE title, adding an extra layer of intensity to their clash. Despite both being fan favorites, Cena's status as the top face in the company and Hardy's rising popularity created an intriguing dynamic. Ultimately, Cena emerged victorious, setting the stage for his championship showdown with Triple H. On the July 22nd, 2002 episode of Raw, the show kicked off with The Rock reveling in his triumph as the new undisputed champion. As The Rock was addressing the crowd, Eddie Guerrero interrupted, attacking The Rock verbally and challenging him that very night. Guerrero declared that if he won, their next encounter would be for the undisputed championship the following week. The main event was anticipated, given the star power of The Rock and the growing reputation of Eddie Guerrero. The Rock ultimately secured the victory with the People's Elbow. The match might not have had a lot of significance at the time since Eddie Guerrero wasn't yet seen as championship material. It wasn't until after 2003 that he began to ascend to the status of world champion. Their singles encounter in 2002 left fans wondering what could have been if they'd clashed during Guerrero's peak in 2004.
Oh yeah, Rock and Eddie. It's crazy that we got that match. It's pretty cool. It was pretty awesome. Man, Eddie Guerrero. Eddie Guerrero has a lot of dream matches everyone wants to see. I'm pretty sure the more recent dream matches is with Dominic Mysterio versus Eddie Guerrero, getting beat by his actual dad. I'm joking. That would have been crazy.
In a memorable and historic clash, Chyna defended her women's championship against Lita at WWE Judgment Day on May 20, 2001, in what would become Chyna's final WWE match.
Well, it took me a second to realize it. Chyna and Lita have fought before? I mean, I guess they were in the same company during the Attitude Era. But wow. During 2000, yeah. That is a dream match. Damn. Chyna versus Lita. That was a dream match. Damn. It's pretty cool. Not notice it. It took me a while to realize.
Encounter brought together two of the most iconic figures in women's professional wrestling, each leaving a lasting legacy in the industry. Chyna, known as the Ninth Wonder of the World, broke barriers with her powerful physique and dominant in-ring presence. As a member of D-Generation X, she competed against male wrestlers and held the Intercontinental Championship, establishing herself as a pioneer in the industry, while Lita, with her high-flying style and punk rock attitude, revolutionized women's wrestling with her athleticism and charisma. As a key figure in the Hardy Boys team Extreme, she inspired a generation of female wrestlers and fans fans with their fearless in-ring performances. The match was a showcase of contrasting styles. Ultimately, this showdown
this
not only
match,
highlighted their immense
Judgment Day.
talents, but also marked a significant moment in WWE history, as the champion's
That
reign
is cool.
concluded with a decisive victory before her departure from the company. Two of the most legendary and powerful figures in professional wrestling history, celebrated for their undefeated streaks and formidable in-ring presence, finally clashed in a much anticipated showdown.
Oh, you're gonna mention this. It was anticipated. Undertaker versus Goldberg. This match.
We're talking about The Undertaker and Goldberg, who faced off at WWE Super Showdown in Saudi Arabia on June 7, 2019. Despite a brief but intense build-up, the announcement alone generated massive excitement amongst wrestling fans worldwide, eager to see these titans clash in the ring for the first time. WWE leveraged the legendary status of both superstars, highlighting their dominance and the dream match nature of this encounter.
What's interesting about this matchup is that in the late 1990s, these two men, they were pillars of their shows.
However, the match didn't meet the high expectations set by the fans, and
Set by the fans, no, it was just terrible in general. I have to disagree with you there.
Pillars of their shows.
however, the match didn't meet the high expectations set by the fans, and
There was no. I mean, yeah, yes, there were high expectations, but that was not the main reason. This match was just. It was just going wrong in all places. Like, Goldberg gave himself a concussion, and he almost dropped The Undertaker on his head. No, this was. This is not a it's fans' expectations. No, sorry to disagree with you there, man, but like, yeah, it was definitely more like this match was just terrible. It went wrong, so wrong.
the storied careers of the wrestlers. Both Undertaker and Goldberg were beyond their prime, and their in-ring performance
Yeah.
reflected this reality.
Yes,
The bout was
exactly.
riddled with several botches and awkward
Yeah,
moments, detracting from the overall spectacle. The match concluded with The Undertaker delivering a chokeslam for the victory, but it was evident that neither wrestler was at their
Look at
best.
him, he's just disappointed.
Concluded with The Undertaker delivering a chokeslam for the victory, but it was evident that neither
Look at him, you see? He's like, oh, God. He's like, what the fuck is this?
wrestler
Get
was
me
at
out of
their
here.
best. Their advanced age and inactivity led to
Yeah.
one of the worst matches ever.
He was really disappointed, and I was disappointed. This dejected look on my face, and there was, because I was upset.
Despite failing to meet expectations, The Undertaker vs. Goldberg served as a nostalgic moment for fans who had long
Definitely,
awaited
yeah.
this clash between two of wrestling's greatest icons. And it's another match that leaves fans wondering what could have happened if they'd faced each other in their primes. The match between Brock
Yeah,
Lesnar
like 1998 Goldberg versus, I don't know, 1998 Undertaker. Yeah. What would have happened? I think that would have been cool. And we got Super Showdown to see that.
Lesnar and Daniel Bryan took place at Survivor Series on November 18,
This was a good match.
2018,
This
and
was
was
a good
highly
match.
anticipated due to the stark contrast between the two superstars.
Yeah.
As Bryan's unexpected victory over AJ Styles just days before the event set the stage for this champion vs. champion showdown. Fans were eager to see how Bryan's cunning and technical skills would match up against Lesnar's overwhelming power. Despite the anticipation, none of the titles were on the line. The match was part of a larger event known for its brand warfare between Raw and SmackDown. Raw emerged victorious, winning all 6 matches on the card, with Lesnar ultimately Raw and SmackDown. Raw emerged
That is messed up, man. They did SmackDown dirty here. Like, you really, like, we knew Vince McMahon never really cared about SmackDown, but come on, you gonna do SmackDown like that? Like, damn, Vince, we know you don't like SmackDown, but shit, you gotta do that? That's just dirty, man. That's just dirty. I remember watching this. I felt bad for SmackDown. But this match was great, though. This match was great. Bryan versus Lesnar. It was great. But, man, they did SmackDown dirty in this pay-per-view.
victorious, winning all 6
Jeez.
matches on the card, with Lesnar ultimately securing a win with an F5, showcasing his dominance over Bryan. The first ever Elimination Chamber match at Survivor Series 2002 was a historic moment, and Shawn Michaels emerged victorious, capturing the World Heavyweight Championship. Following this landmark win, the stage was set for Michaels to defend his newly won title against the winner of a triple threat match between Booker T, Rob Van Dam, and Chris Jericho. In addition to vying for a title shot, each competitor in the triple threat match had the chance to face Michaels for the first time in their career. Rob Van Dam emerged victorious, setting up a highly anticipated encounter between him and Michaels. A week later, on the November 25th, 2000.
Like this. Obviously, obviously this was like in 2002. Yeah, this was in 2002. I wasn't really watching wrestling at that time, but I would have loved to see this like around 2005, 4 or 5. This would have been awesome to see, because Rob Van Dam is not a mid-carder. I love Rob Van Dam. He's not a mid-carder, but in the position he was in, he was one of my favorites. Rob Van Dam was one of my favorite superstars on Raw, and Shawn Michaels was my favorite. Shawn Michaels was my favorite wrestler of all time. These two going at it, oh my god, that would have been awesome. I think I watched it on YouTube instead. But yeah, these two, that I would have loved to see these two face in 2004 or something, or 2005. That would have been awesome. Like
2002 episode
or
of
07. I don't know. It's crazy. Like they've been in the same. I think they've been in the same brand. They've been in the same brand, I think. Yeah, for like years. Yeah. But they never they only faced once. It's great.
The match delivered as expected, showcasing impressive technical skills in the closing moments of their match. RVD execute a 5-star frog splash on HBK, seemingly on the verge of victory. However, Triple H intervened, disrupting the match before the referee could count to 3. In the weeks leading up to the November 10, 2003 episode of Raw, Triple H sought someone to take out Goldberg, the reigning World Heavyweight Champion. To motivate potential challengers, Triple H placed a $100,000 bounty on Goldberg's head. Various superstars attempted to claim the bounty, but it was Batista who ultimately succeeded. On the October 20, 2003 episode of Raw, during Goldberg's match against Michaels, which was another once-in-a-lifetime match.
Yeah, this was another one. Yeah, this was another once-in-a-lifetime.
Batista attacked both competitors, snapping Goldberg's ankle and collecting the bounty. Consequently, Goldberg missed the following Raw because of this. On November 3rd, 2003, Goldberg requested a one-on-one match against Batista, scheduled for the following week. This clash promised to be an explosive encounter, given the physical prowess and intense style of both competitors. But unfortunately, the match lasted less than 2 minutes, with Triple H interrupting the match. 4 months later, Goldberg left WWE, and we never had the chance to witness a prime Batista facing him.
Yeah, that would have been awesome.
4 months later, Goldberg left.
That would have been awesome. There's so many dream matches that involve Batista. Batista versus Goldberg, Batista versus Brock Lesnar. I can't really think of another one. But man, that would have been awesome.
WWE, and we
Batista versus Roman Reigns. Like, damn. Batista has a lot of dream matches. Batista versus Brock Lesnar, Batista versus Goldberg, Batista versus Roman Reigns. That's how awesome Batista was. That's how, like, big Batista was as the Animal. Like, you just wanted him to see, like, the Animal versus the Beast. The Animal versus whatever nickname Goldberg had. I'm sorry. And the Animal versus the Tribal Chief. So, you know, would have been awesome. It was
never had the chance to witness a prime Batista facing him. The feud between Roman Reigns and Triple H began in late 2015 and carried into early 2016, with Reigns consistently defying the authority. After Seth Rollins' knee injury and the subsequent forfeiture of his title, Triple H tried to recruit Reigns to join the authority and secure the championship, but Reigns refused.
Imagine if he did. I feel like he should have. Like, imagine if Roman Reigns decided to join Triple H, and then this year, at that time, he became the Tribal Chief. I mean, I guess he would have had a different character, technically. I don't know. We never know. But that would have been awesome. That would have been crazy, man. I mean, I guess better late than never. We finally got a heel Roman Reigns. We got the Tribal Chief Roman Reigns, you know? Where he's finally a star. He's finally a star, a legend. Like, a face of the company. So, you know, it's better late than never, but
Determined to win the title on his own terms, Triple H's dissatisfaction with Reigns' refusal symbolized a power struggle and a clash of interests, fueling their rivalry over the following months. At Survivor Series 2015, Reigns won the championship by defeating Dean Ambrose in the finals, but Sheamus immediately cashed in his Money in the Bank contract and took the title. Reigns regained the WWE World Heavyweight Championship on the December 14, 2015 episode of Raw by defeating Sheamus. The tension climaxed at the 2016 Royal Rumble, where Triple H entered as the 30th entrant, eliminated Reigns, and won the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. This set up their only match against each other at WrestleMania 32, where Reigns ultimately emerged victorious.
Like, unfortunately, that match is not that good. It's not that good. I look at kind of like the big dog Roman Reigns, but I do agree that they went too fast with Roman at that time. They went too fast with Roman at that time. Like, everybody knew everybody knew that they were like forced to like Roman Reigns. And, you know, nobody likes that. No wrestling fan likes that. Nobody likes that in general, being forced to like something. So it's like, yeah, he did not go well. It did not go well. Luckily though, he became tribal chief, and now everybody loves him. I love him and all that stuff. So, but I did like the big dog Roman Reigns a little bit. I did actually.
Marking the climax of their intense feud. Both Jeff Hardy and Shawn Michaels share several similarities despite their differences in career trajectory and era of dominance. They both have a reputation for high-flying, daredevil in-ring styles that captivate audiences. Additionally, both have experienced personal struggles and triumphs throughout their careers, endearing them to fans on a deeper level. Furthermore, they're both known for their iconic moments in ladder matches, showcasing their innovative and risk-taking approaches to professional wrestling. Going back to 2003, Hardy and Michaels shared various segments and teamed up on a few occasions. A match between them at this point might not have generated much excitement due to the significant difference in their positions within the wrestling hierarchy. At that time, Jeff Hardy wasn't yet the level of stardom he would later achieve, while Michaels was already a legend. However, Jeff Hardy's departure from WWE in 2003 meant a potential showdown with Shawn Michaels wasn't on the cards. Luckily, years later, they faced each other for the first and only time. In the lead-up to the Elimination Chamber match,
like again, 2008.
Luckily, years later, they faced each other for the first and only time. In the lead-up to
Jeff Hardy is in a poster because they knew how over he was back in 2008. They knew how over Jeff Hardy was in 2008. They put him in the poster. That's a cool poster, by the way. Yeah, that's an awesome poster. It was like, man.
To the Elimination Chamber match, it often sees participants facing off in singles matches prior to the show, and in an episode of Raw on February 11, 2008, Jeff Hardy and Shawn Michaels squared off in a rare face-to-face encounter on Raw. Hardy emerged victorious over Michaels after executing a Swanton Bomb in a truly exhilarating match. Bret Hart and The Rock are two legendary figures in the world of professional wrestling, each with a distinct legacy. However,
I didn't thought of this.
However, their paths only crossed one time in the WWF. The encounter between the two took place on the March 31st, 1997 episode of Raw. At this point in their careers, Bret Hart was an established veteran and a multi-time world champion, while The Rock, then known as Rocky Maivia, was still relatively new to the company, having debuted in late 1996. Rocky Maivia defended his Intercontinental title against one of the greatest to ever hold that belt. The Hitman did his best to guide Maivia through a competitive match, ensuring that the future Great One looked strong. Despite the respectable back and forth, the match ended when Hart was disqualified for refusing to release his ring post figure 4 leg lock upon the referee's command. Though this match wasn't a legendary bout, it holds historical significance as the sole singles match between these two icons. Now if you enjoyed this video, be sure to check out our similar video.
But that's cool, that's interesting, and it's awesome to know like some of these dream matches we all want happened once in a lifetime, you know, specifically not really when they're like, you know, if they were in their prime or not in their prime, you know. But it was still cool. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Go check out Wrestling Flashback. Go check him out. Go check out Wrestling Flashback. Check out his videos. Like, comment, subscribe. Like, comment, subscribe over here. Ring the bell notification here. And I'll see you guys in the next one.